LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So Texas A&M's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. This crowd. Spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Flips it out on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Wants to go up top on first down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. LSU right back to the line. Punts it out of the air. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to pass, it's Glass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Yeah, the defense had that pegged. There was nowhere to go. As soon as that tight end caught the football, he was on the ground. Nice job by the defense sitting him on the ground quickly.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Gets it out quickly.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the ground, it's Jamison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. LSU quick to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll run it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Handoff from the shotgun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 13 to Arkansas State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown LSU! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got a long road ahead them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. He'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Aikman. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that... a break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU lining up first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, he's got some space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Glass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Okay.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the run. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown,